Viene caminando con su tumbao. Qué linda. Oye, mami.
Hello everybody, we're here in Minsk, Belarus, and I'm Cristina Puyol from Hips on Fire, and I have the wonderful opportunity to be here with Afrolatin Connection. It's not the first time we cross paths, and I'm really happy that we're here with you. I want to interview them so you guys know a little bit more who is Afrolatin Connection, which are known all over the world, and we want to know a little bit more like how their lives are and what inspires them. So how are you guys?
Fine, thank you.
Good.
My name is Ricardo, by the way,
My name is Paula.
and we live in Portugal. The first time we are here in Minsk, like you said, Christina.
Yeah, it's
And
warm, right?
Yeah, it's
Very warm.
inside of the house is very, very, very warm,
Yeah.
but outside quite cold.
Yes.
Freezing.
But so far we have been inside, which is good. So you get a chance to see a little bit Minsk.
Just through the travel from the place to the party to the place we are sleeping, not as a tourist, but just passing by car.
Okay.
Yeah, but we know a monument that is very high and have lots of stairs, and we know that when people get married, the guy must bring the bride, carry in his arms,
Still upstairs.
going.
Poor guy.
We met there.
So you want to remarry here in Minsk, maybe?
No,
or?
no. For
No?
sure, no.
She looks very light. So tell us, I'll start with Paula, a little bit like how did you get started in dancing?
Oh, it was long, long ago.
Can't be that long.
Yes, it was long, long ago. And I start with salsa, knowing Venezuelan salsa, because I start in aerobics, in competition and giving classes. And my master was from Venezuela, David Gallegos. And with him and with Ernesto Acosta, another Venezuelan, I learned how to do salsa in a Venezuelan style and merengue.
Muy bien.
Yes.
And then that was a long, long time ago.
Long time ago. Then
And
I met the Cuban salsa. And then I met the crossbody lead salsa, the mambo salsa,
Line
dance, line salsa.
Yeah.
I don't know how you call you like to call.
All the different styles of salsa.
Yes.
And then you went into kizomba. How?
In '98, during the salsa parties, there was a DJ that started passing kizomba. But I didn't like it because it was like, yes, they were dancing with the hip up when they tap. And for me, I don't like this. And all the time when the DJ put that kizomba, don't put that. And I was like this. Till once that I saw a girl of 13 years old. It was the sister of a friend of mine, and she was with, I don't know how to call,
Flick-flack.
like a flip-flop.
Flip-flops.
Yeah.
Yeah, flip-flops. Yeah.
And kizomba starts, and I was like this, sitting down, and she started dancing, and I was looking to her. Oh, I want to learn that kizomba. That's the way that I want to learn. And since that time, I was in love all the time. Going to African parties, I was me and another girl, the only white girls.
Oh yeah.
And it was very good because we couldn't stop because black guys liked
Oh my God.
white girls.
We were lucky.
Yes. And then
That's
I
good.
couldn't stop dancing, and it was since now.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
So Ricardo, how did you start dancing?
I started dancing really young. At that time I was not really young, but I was 14 years old.
That's 2 days ago?
Yeah, 2 days ago. And the first salsa lesson that I attended, Paula was teaching the lesson with the owner of the school. So
Okay.
she was my first teacher at that time. Now she learns a lot with me only. And in Portugal, at that time, the culture of dance was not so big. So for children to go to a dance school, it was not so normal. I used to play football. I played football for 10 years, so you can imagine in the middle of my friends in the school and in the football team, everybody making fun with me. Till a certain time that they start seeing that with dancing you can achieve a lot of girls. So my image changed.
And they're like, oh,
fast.
football maybe
Yeah.
not so smart choice.
So I entered to that school. I make 1 year of lessons. The owner of the school see that I could have some talent, so she offered me that year of lessons. And 1 year later, she invited me to enter to the dance company of that
Nice.
school. I'm speaking about Afrolatin. That was the first Latin school in Portugal. No, in Portugal.
No, okay,
really.
Portugal, okay.
That one of the owners were Ernesto Acosta, that
Our
Paulo was
last,
speaking
okay.
about. So I start there with Son Cubano, Danzón, Merengue. In the dance company, we danced cumbia, joropo.
Nice, that's nice. So you had a whole bunch of...
Yeah, our start, it was not immediately to salsa. We go around to the popular Latin American dances.
Great.
Dances, yes, and only after we start developing on salsa. In opposition with Paula, the first time I listened Kizomba, I fell in love with the music. I danced it like bachata because I really didn't have any kind of reference.
But this bachata, woof!
Yeah, but I really love the music, so I just want to dance. But then we start going to some Afro clubs. I start seeing how they dance. We have a workshop in Oporto from the first Kizomba teacher. I'm talking about Pechu, that is an Angolan guy from Lisbon, that is living now, based in Lisbon. It's my big brother, my big black brother.
He's Angolan.
He's Angolan, yes, I have said already.
Even though he's smaller than you?
Yeah, it's bigger to the front, yeah.
I don't think he wants to see that in camera.
No, I love him a lot. I'm very lucky to have him as a master because he's really a traditional guy. He explains a lot the question of where comes the things or where the things comes from, speaks about the roots, so it was really good to start with him. So I was really an addict guy with Kizomba and Afro rhythms, and after the salsa party that ends usually at 4 a.m., I leave that salsa party and go to the Afro nightclub till 7 a.m.
Wow.
So because it was the best time to be there with the best music, so it was the best time. And like Paula, I was one of the only white guys being there. And at the beginning, it was difficult, the acceptation by the community, because usually white guys, when go there, is to try to achieve ladies and not to dance, and usually they don't really know how to dance. So for me, it was really good when some black girl in that party invited me to dance, because it was like an acceptation. So I'm here to dance, they know that, and they want to dance with me, so cool. I'm happy with that.
It's cool that you have the opposite story,
Yes.
right? So in these situations you were lucky and it was harder for you.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool. That's
So
cool.
we start developing the work there in that dance company. We dance together as couple since 13 years ago. It's making 13 years as couple.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dance couple.
That's
dance
almost
couple, yeah.
like Simon and me, so
Yeah.
that's cool, yeah.
So then after we needed to obtain wings, and we want to go further, and in the place where we were, we don't have that opportunity. So we have the idea, let's try to do something together. Let's go out, let's try to learn, let's invest in our knowledge. And we went the first time to a salsa congress in Cádiz. It was
Andalusia.
yes, in 2005. And when we arrived there, for us it was like, whoa, what is this? We were really in four walls.
In the salsa.
Yeah, in the salsa scene. There is a world outside of this that it's really something that we don't know.
And it's very big.
It was the first time we saw like Tropical Jam, lots
Johnny
of Johnny Vasquez, Salsa on 2, that for us, what is this? Salsa on 2.
Yeah.
Even Salsa on 1, it was something quite new for us. So we open a lot of our horizons only in that weekend. So we arrive Porto again with lots of energy and with guts to do different stuff. So we start teaching our lessons, because we start teaching Kizomba only after I start teaching salsa. as teacher, my base was Kizomba first. And 1 year later, we went to Puerto Rico to do the Congress, the Puerto Rico Salsa Congress, and we asked the promoter to dance there. As we are there, we want to show ourselves. Nobody knows us, Afrolatin connection. Nobody there knows Kizomba, and we made, with a bunch of shows that they have there, a Kizomba show, and we mark for the difference because nobody knows what rhythm was that. So it was a good ramp of
going up.
The beginning of your career that was going to launch the Kizomba everywhere. That's really nice. And so you started like renting a space, or you had a school, or how?
First, we have a deal with the gymnasium. We have a deal with them. We use the space to give the lessons, and we split some money with them. But we are dreamers, and in a few space of time, because we dream a lot, and we have the lucky to some people believe in our dreams and help us to develop. So at this time we have really a huge project in our hands that if someday you go to Oporto, it's a visit, it's a pleasure to us to receive you.
Thank you.
Because in Portugal, every space of dancing, salsa dancing, usually they were small spaces.
Okay.
So,
and not a place only for salsa. It's a place of other dances like house and everything, but they have a day that they
it's
do
like
a
in
party.
most of the world, So you have one day that they let salsa dancers or bachata dancers go there.
So we thought, why? We need to create and to develop and to make the difference. Everything we do, we like to give a mark and to make the difference, not only doing because the others are doing. We like to create new spaces, bring new people, increase the level, new ideas. So this is our way of being on life. So we went to a place where lots of nightclubs have warehouses,
a big place.
And we went there and we entered and whoa, this is big, but maybe this is expensive. But okay, if we don't start now, when is the time to start? Let's try. So
I was like this because it doesn't exist.
Okay, wait, what is this? Because it means different things.
Afraid.
In Spain, this is a lot. And I'm sure in Italy it means something else.
Sorry.
And we start this project, 3 of us, me, Paula, and another partner, a friend of mine from the university, because we need someone to manage the part of the bar. So with that friend and Paula, we create this project, as in the same place we have the lessons during the day, and 3 times a week we open the bar as a salsa and kizomba place. So the concept was Afro-Latin parties only. We don't have house, we don't have pop, only Afro-Latin. And we invest a lot because we brought abroad several artists to do a show, to present the people with shows, professional artists outside of Portugal, to teach workshops. So it was a time of lots of investments for us, lots of headaches, lots of many things, less money for us. So it was really an investment on the city, on the country, and in our knowledge. So we want to learn with that person, we bring them, we make lessons for us, and we have give the opportunity to the other people make lessons with them also. So we have Oliver and Luda, Flamboyant, from
Adriana Anita,
the ones that we were last
Marco
weekend.
Ferrinho.
I forgot. Bourgeois
and Victor.
So
from Boston,
lots of people pass it for Mushima stage. But in that
Mushima stage?
Mushima is the name of the club.
Okay. Mushima bar.
Yeah. Okay. It's a word like Kizomba. Kizomba means party in Kimbundu, that is a language from Angola. And Mushima means heart. And it's also a place in Angola, a sacred place. You know Fatima in Portugal?
It's like...
You have Fatima in Portugal, and in Angola you have Mushima. So it's a place where the people go there to pray and to ask, and it's a sacred place, and it's beautiful that we met them this last year. We have the opportunity to go there.
Go there?
Yes,
oh,
I
nice.
asked her in marriage there in that place.
Oh, congratulations! That's so beautiful.
Only the ask, I will not carry her through that step, for sure. So,
Well,
in that place, it was really too expensive because the place.
In Mushima Bar.
Yes, in that time was a place that already exists. So our investment, initial investment, it was not so big, but we need to pay a lot. And you know how salsa clubs work. People want everything and more.
For free.
Yes.
And drink water.
And drink a lot of water. So it's good for one side because you don't have problems, you don't have fights, you don't have that kind of stuff, but you need to pay your bills, of course. So that place, it was very difficult to support, and we only have one room for the lesson. So the school was getting big and we don't have space to do it. And in our way of thinking, we don't like to be in several places. We want to be in the same place. The people, everybody goes there, and we have the teachers there, and develop in that way. So we closed that place. Nearby, we opened only a school with 3 studios. We teach salsa and kizomba, lady styling, man styling, and we have other teachers of hip-hop, lessons for children, tap dance, ballet, flamenco, jazz, several dances.
So all the styles.
Yeah. So we try to develop. It was a great time for us to improve as dancers, because we don't have the concern of a club, to manage the club, to lose hours of sleep because you need to be there. So it's very hard for your body, and we can invest in our body. So we take lessons of ballet regular, we take contemporary lessons, we bring flamenco people, we bring everybody. It was like a sponge receiving lots of things, and it was the time that we grow a lot as dancers and body knowledge. So that time, but the people were feeling the necessity to Mushima again, because we only organize one Mushima party a month in some club that already exists, like it was supposed to happen. And we were already again feeling that necessity to do something more. So we were trying to find a space, but it was difficult to arrange something with the concept that we want. As we have been growing, we need something bigger and with other conditions. And because of a cigarette, this new project appears, because we have one student, João Paulo, that is an engineer, that offered to help us to solve their problem
sound
of
between rooms.
Acoustic, because 2 rooms we cannot use them in simultaneous because the sound passes. So he helps to bring there some other engineers and solve the problem. And between one engineer and another, we went outside, and I went to smoke a cigarette. So this was the best cigarette of my life. And that kind of situation that you don't know why, but you start speaking with them. We don't have so many confidence. But I tell him what is our dreams, the things that I have in my mind, the things that I want to put in one building, and he told me, wait just a second, I'll make a call. So we make a call, he told me that space is free, okay, so reserve it, let me show to someone. So he picked me up. It was the day that I have my car, my first car, and he was the first person entering the car, not Paula. And we went to that place, and it was a place under construction, so it was too skeleton. And when I arrived there, I looked at that, and I was, oh my God, this is the thing. So we enter, it was like 3 floors. The first floor, I was already imagining the studio with sea view, with sun entering for all the walls. And then another place that I was already imagining a stage, and another place downstairs to do whatever. And I call her, where are you? And she said, I'm here cleaning the house. Forget, come here. But I'm cleaning, forget, come here and come to see this space. I called my other partner, and when they arrived there, it was like, yeah, this is the thing. And it was completely empty, so you can construct as you want. And we start doing numbers with that student that today it's our partner. It was the guy that believed in our dream. And we have now a big baby that we need to take care, that is that space. A big investment in a time of crisis that it's not easy to achieve money from the banks to do several stuff. But we have lucky and we have several people. My parents are a help that it's impossible to be better. Her sister, the same. My brother work with us in the dance company. He's our teacher. He's the manager of the club. And today we are here in Minsk, and he and his couple are in Greece, teaching also and performing. So it's my right and left legs. So it's really someone that helped us a lot. So here we are.
And the place is called My One Cigarette? Oh no.
No, My One Cigarette. No, the name of the company is Demais. Demais, the sigle means Dance Music Activities and Enterprise Synergies. And because Demais in Portuguese is something that you really like. It's like, this is Demais, this is awesome, this is really good. So it's a game of words. So in Demais, we have Afrolatin Connection School, Mushima Bar, and the company of organization of events. So we have there dinners, meetings, lunches.
Model passerelle.
Because in Mushima we have a stage, a really stage. So it's the thing that we most like there, of course. And we can transform the stage in different positions, and we have already there fashion shows, and it's good.
Wow, sounds nice. It really impressed me because you said we are dreamers, but dreamers is people that dream and then things don't happen. And with you, you dream, you have a vision, you take action, and then it happens. So what is your next dream? Because it sounds like you are already having...
Next dream is Mushima Minsk, Mushima Madrid, Mushima New York,
Who
Mushima
knows?
Boston, Mushima Hong Kong. Franchising, it's to spread
all over the
thing,
world. Oh, that's
it's
cool.
difficult, it's very difficult, but
It's very ambitious.
5 years ago, because we are talking about with a big growing in 5 years, I never thought 5 years ago that we can achieve that thing, including to be in Minsk today, teaching Kizomba in Minsk. So this is something that changed a lot, and we are very happy with our work. But of course, these things comes from your body, and we have the luck to be a couple and a partner work, but you need to have time for your things. But you also are in a time that if you don't work now to create better conditions in the future, when you're going to do that? So we have most of our colleagues of work dancing, they start opposite. First they try to do an international career, to spread and to travel, and then after they think in create a school or something for life. Others do the opposite, create the school and don't have really interest in go outside. We try to do everything at the same time. So we were creating we were creating an international career, at the same time we were creating some roots, and it's hard. So we don't have a free time. We work from Sunday till Sunday, and several hours a day, because we are business guys. We need to manage
the
enterprise.
Yeah,
we
need to train, you need to perform, you need to dance, you need to
give lessons, and to clean house also.
And cook.
And sleep. So it's very difficult to manage that. And as we
go
like
shopping once in a while.
As we like so much this life, it's difficult to say no. At this time, it's our knowledge achievement. Have the courage to say no to some things, because
you can't do it all.
You cannot do
and you have to choose, you have to set priorities. So to people that want to start a dream, what are your suggestions? Like, what is your process in your mind, you know, to go through that and keep your objective? What would you tell somebody that wants to have a dream and do it?
First of all, you need to be with attention. We are not more than nobody. We have lucky, but everybody have lucky. So you need to use the lucky that you have.
Pay attention, and when the opportunity appears,
grab it, catch it,
and
don't let it go.
If you believe it, don't listen to the others, because including in our dream, lots of people say you are crazy.
I
leave my studies mechanical engineer because of that. And lots of people saying, finish your course, finish what you are doing. But I was saying, I will be losing time in that. It's good to have a course, it's some kind of
background.
Background.
Yeah.
But now is the time, and if I don't go now, it will be late.
Yeah.
So if you believe on it, you can walk and you can give with your head on the wall, but you try it, and you will not stay with the feeling that
I didn't do it.
and if I go there. So there is a time for everything, and you need to balance when is the time. But I'm honest to you. Now I can think on that, and I can do this read. At that time, believe me that I don't think, okay, now is the time, this is opportunity that...
Just go with the flow.
Yeah.
Just believe.
It's a question of skin and energy and feeling that, okay, it's
This
like
is the path.
I use a lot the experiment of living of my father, because it's a guy that only made the 4th grade of school, so 1, 2, 3, and 4th grade.
4 years just.
That's it.
He starts working at 12 in a company that is called Salvador Caetano, that is the owner of Toyota in Portugal. He starts like a delivery guy, and at this time is employed by Toyota Europa, and is the major guy of Toyota Europa in Portugal, taking care of the parts logistic.
Wow.
A guy with a 4th grade.
So he created
works
his luck.
by metas. How do you say metas?
Metas, goals.
By goals,
You're
yeah.
setting
So
goals, yeah.
here you have a goal. You will work for that. Even you never achieved it, but you have an intention. So you achieve the goal, you will not sit. You put another goal. Maybe that goal, you will never reach it, but you have
forward.
a way and a flavor to your life. So I learned a lot with him in this sense. You need to put on it, and you need to go for it. And if you do something, and if you need to do something, do it well, or try to do it well. Not just because some guys that start working with him on the same time steals in that company arrumar.
It's putting the
parts, the spare parts in the places,
Oh,
like 30 years ago,
Wow,
exactly
yeah.
the same.
So they got stuck and they never
But
evolved into
but
anything.
they are happy like that because they don't have headaches about work.
Yeah.
They start working at 9, they have 1 hour to lunch, they finish at 5, and they go home with the family. And they are happy like that. But my father, no. He wants a better life, he wants to give her family a better life, and he wants to have headaches, like me. I like to have headaches about work and need to be like this. But of course, not everybody can be like that. You need people to do
Put
this
pieces,
part.
yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yes, because problems appear.
Yeah.
It's normal. But you cannot say, oh, I have a problem. Oh, I have a problem. Oh, no. You must try to resolve that problem. And his hunt had a sentence that for me it's so yes. With the crisis, there are the people who cries and there are the people who sells the tissues. And I want to sell that tissues. Yes?
That's a very good analogy. I like that.
me too.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, and if you want to cry, you already have tissues. You don't have to buy them.
And that's when, because you sometimes go down. Sometimes you get without strong to move on. But it's like to yourself, wake up. No, you are so lucky. You
are blessed.
Yeah, you have so much, and you can go on. Don't stay with that problem. Don't cry.
And then it's amazing because this is not a question of money. The money is a thing that you need to live, and you need to make your value to keep living.
Of course.
But it's so good, the energy that you can charge from the people and the energy that you can give for the people. And
you
not
change
in this
life.
situation of a festival, it's different because you don't have a regular connection
with people,
because you are one time and you really don't know what you influence on their life. But with regular students,
you see
it's so beautiful to see the metamorphose of the people.
Yeah.
They arrive there like this,
Yes.
and they start like a flower.
Like to blossom.
They have a beautiful smile after a while, because this is a therapy also.
Yep.
For them and for us.
Yeah.
Sometimes even we are like this to each other. And then we start the lesson, we need to be with the people, we need to speak with each other, and
Things just
Yeah.
it goes.
And sometimes when you come of these events on Mondays and you have classes, sometimes you are without patience and like this, without smiling and without patience. And it happens once, the first time with me, I was like this, giving the class and dancing with the student, and that student was doing wrong things, and the things that are not from the class. Don't do that. This is not from this class. Don't behave yourself. And it was for me, oh, my dear teacher, I love you so much. And I was like, okay. Yeah, but it's so good because you are like this, stressed, without patience, and it gives to me that smile and that thing, and for me it was, okay, thank you. Now I'm patient with you.
Yeah, but we have...
So what you give, you get back.
Yeah, of course.
So,
And
yes.
it's very good to know that we can really make the difference on people's life. We have now, recently, some conversation with 3 people with exactly the same case, because they have a love problem, they broke their relationship, and 3 men, and they were really bad. In point, one of them,
oh wow.
he wanted to
Commit
to-
suicide.
Yeah, commit suicide. And he considers now, not only me and Paula, all the Afrolatin connection and Mushima family, his own family, like his own house, because he finds there a reason to live. He finds new friends, he finds new music, he finds a place that he can go and forget the things that he have at home. So for us, this is the most beautiful thing,
Claro, sí,
that
sí.
we are doing a good thing for the society also.
Yeah, that's very inspiring. So what would you tell somebody that wants to become a teacher? Like you have somebody, for example, that comes to your school and says, I want to be an Afrolatin teacher. What would you recommend that person?
In my part, I said work and study a lot. Don't ever think that you already know everything.
That's a very good one.
And
Yeah.
give yourself to the people.
Okay.
And humility. Humility, how do you say?
Humility.
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 is
Very
fundamental.
important. Very
Fundamental.
important. Yeah.
And of course, everybody needs an opportunity to start. And every time you start as a new teacher, you will be criticized a lot. But once again, if you believe in your way of thinking, and if you do the things for the right reason, you will achieve the success, for sure.
Good. And for a student, if there's a lot of people that are like afraid, to start, and they see these things and they watch videos and they're like, maybe I should do it, but they're afraid to start, what would you tell them?
Don't be afraid.
I consider there are 2 kinds of students. One that really want to learn how to dance, and another that goes to the lesson like he goes to a gym, but it's more fun because it's connected with people.
Social, so to socialize.
Yes,
Yeah.
and in a lesson, it's very difficult to keep this balance. So it's one of the things that mainly concern us, because we have our own thoughts that we want the people improve, but we cannot forget that most of the people are there to have fun and
Yeah.
to forget
Yes.
The problems.
the problems.
Yes.
So the people that are at home and see videos and say, oh, this is so amazing and this is so difficult, when they go, that's why the schools, the dance studios exist, because you will not start doing immediately crazy stuff. So it's like walking. You start walking first, and then you start running, and then you can do acrobatic things. So it's a process. And most of all, you need to like the music. If you like the music, it's half away. If you like to socialize, it's other half. The dance, it's an excuse to meet people and to have fun and to create a new way of living and a new way of communication. Again, my father, he travels a lot for his work. The first thing he do when he have a new place to go, internet, where I can dance salsa in this place.
Your father?
My father, yeah.
That's
My
great.
father is more known than us in
Oh, yeah?
Mushima. Yeah, everybody know him, and there is people that go there because of him. He
that's
dances
so great.
all night. It's really a good energy. So he went to Japan, and he arranged some taxi driver that pick him, and because it's very difficult, people speak English in Japan. Most of the people don't speak them.
We have that experience.
So he went there to a building with a bunch of Japanese dancing salsa, and he cannot communicate with words, but he know how to communicate with the body. So this is a way of integration. You don't know nobody, but you get there and you communicate. You dance and you start speaking with your body. So this is wonderful, wonderful.
And you can speak with your teacher to say what you want, and if you are liking the class, or if you want to go
more,
to a lower
lower
level or to improve more, the teacher
have-
can change.
We have some students that are with us, I don't know, for 3-4 years, and they don't leave the beginners intermediate levels.
Yeah.
Every time an intermediate is passing to an advanced, he comes again to the beginners. And he keeps there because
Wow.
there he's happy.
Yeah.
He can teach some girls also
Yeah,
to do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
you know?
You can show off.
Yeah.
And he have lots of difficulties, even in the beginners. So there is his comfortable position, he have fun, he don't need to stress too much, and he's happy like that.
Yeah.
So you need to understand where is your position.
And we have students that start in the beginners, but they
So they pass immediately to
Yeah.
a higher level.
They speak with us, oh, I'm not so motivated because it's very easy, the class. Okay, we analyze, okay, let's try the other class. And we keep the student there.
That's cool. It's interesting because we've been teaching many years in the US, and I'm from Spain, as you know. And so we think like, well, the culture, things that happen in our classes are cultural, and I see there's a lot of
The same.
similarities.
Yes.
Yeah, and all of the
Yes.
things that you're saying, we experience there, and so
Yeah.
there's a lot of things in common. That's
yeah.
great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Well, thank you so much for sharing
Thank
so much
you.
with us. I'm
was
sure
a pleasure.
everybody's going to get inspired with your story.
Yes.
And I'm really happy we met again. And what is your next destination?
Next destination is Oporto. We have Mushima Connection, an event that we organize. And then we go to Pamplona in Spain, and Warsaw, Salsa Kizomba Festival, the place that we met the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Egypt.
Egypt, we're gonna meet in
We're gonna meet
Egypt.
there again. So
Paris.
to see swimming festival.
Whoa,
Berlin.
long list.
Berlin. Yeah. Fortunately, we are full of work. We cannot accept more work till the end of the year because we need to left at least one weekend to stay at Oporto and take care of our own space.
What is vacation for you?
In August, sometime like a week.
Last year we went to Angola.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
nice.
was because Paula born in Angola.
Yeah.
and
You were born in Angola?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't seem, I know.
You just put makeup on, right?
yeah. And it was supposed to be vacation, but
It wasn't.
it wasn't because we went to the television to dance, we went to the
Wow.
radio to be interviewed. We have the opportunity to be there, so we'll not go to the beach. We need
Yeah.
to feel that thing, so it was
Yeah.
not so
Yeah.
vacation in that sense. But it's
But
difficult
it was
to have,
maybe
yeah, of course, for us
feeling
it
for
was
you,
Yeah.
yeah.
the best vacations of
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
And best of all, knowing that we are doing a good work, because
Yeah.
this is not our culture. Even Paula born in Angola,
Just
she's
born.
Portuguese,
Yeah.
her parents are Portuguese, and we hug this culture as ours and respect a lot and try to transmit the best way possible, and to get there and feel the energy from the natives that we are doing the correct thing. For us it was the best thing.
Yeah,
In
that's a
the
very
middle
good
of the young
validation.
people and the old people also, because the old people are more critical.
yeah, they're more
So
critical.
we were with them, we danced, and
We're happy.
They
so
do
for
that
us-
for us.
Yeah, we were like blessed for
Yeah.
several good artists and people that know about culture and art. So for us, it was really
great.
Thank God.
Wow, nice. That's a very nice experience. So where can they find you? If they want to find Afrolatin, I'm sure they put on the internet
Afrolatinconnection.com, Facebook, Paula Loureiro, PRT from Porto, and Ricardo Souza, Afrolatin Connection also from Facebook. So we are spread it all over the internet.
Good. Well, thank you so much, and hopefully we'll see you soon. And stay doing what you're doing because you're really inspiring. So
Thank you.
thank you, and I hope you